loud in here. I've got the heat on because it is 42 degrees currently, so my car says. So I'm freezing. I'm not made for this kind of weather, and if it is loud, I apologize, but I'm not turning the heat off. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's discuss how I disappeared for over a month. So honestly, it's hard to film these grocery hauls when I'm not comfortable filming in front of anyone, and it's now fall/winter where we live. So my husband is home all the time. Like when he gets done with work, he is at the house. I get off work, I go to the grocery store, and then I come home and he's there. So I don't know. I could stop being a wimp and just talk to him about it and be like, hey, listen, I film what I get at the grocery store every week and I put it on Facebook. He would honestly be like, hell yeah, that's awesome. He knows I watch those kinds of videos, and on more than one occasion has told me, like, you love watching YouTube, like you can make videos. It's part of why I started filming grocery hauls, because I do love watching videos and I can make them, so why not? But I'm just awkward. I can't bring myself to do it in front of him. So on top of that, because there have been some times when I would have been able to, I have a rare skin condition that's tied into autoimmune, and when I have a flare-up, I am honestly pretty miserable for about 2 to 3 weeks. Knock on wood, luckily I've only had 2 this year. I've had years where I've had as many as 5, I believe was my worst year. An average year I have 2 to 3. I would say probably 3 to 4 actually. This is, again, knock on wood, one of the lowest, like best years I've had with my condition. So I'm thankful for that, but when it happens, I break out in like what they call skin ulcers. They're like blisters, and I primarily get them on my hands, elbows, feet, ankles, occasionally my knees. After doing some research into it when I was first diagnosed, I am beyond blessed that that's how I break out. Some people get them on the core of their body, and I can't imagine how difficult it would be to sit or lay down and get comfortable. For me, like sitting and laying down is the time I'm most comfortable. I just have a hard time with getting up and moving around. So I can't imagine if it were reversed, how uncomfortable that could really be. So I as hard as it is to stay positive with something like that, I am very lucky that it happens the way it does for me. Call it that in some weird way. It could be worse. Unfortunately, because it's autoimmune and it's affecting my skin, I also will break out a lot of times with like cold sores, which I never got as a child. I actually did not get them until I was in my 20s. And my body kind of freaks out when I get them, so it's led the doctor to believe that it's not something that was like natural for me. Like I don't carry, or I didn't carry that virus like the majority of people do, and that's why it's so bad when I do break out, because it was a virus my body had picked up more than likely. and my body doesn't know how to react to it. So that means that my lips like break out bad. Like I'll basically they swell up and they'll be almost raw. So talking is out of the question. Eating's near impossible. It's rough for a couple weeks. So I had a breakout about 2.5 weeks ago. I'm almost fully healed at this point. My lips probably might look a little bit funny. That's because at this phase of healing, they almost are like chapped in a way. Like they're just really like tight and kind of dry because that new skin basically is coming in. This is all probably TMI. I don't know if anybody cares about this, but I just want to be like open and honest and as real as I can be about everything and about kind of where I've been and what's been going on. The awkwardness was, a part of the first 2 weeks or so of me kind of disappearing. From there, though, it's very much so that I've just not physically been able to. I've been incredibly uncomfortable. I've, had my breakouts, and those definitely have caused me to not be able to do much of anything. I was eating only soft foods for over a week. So God love my husband. He went to the store for me and got me a bunch of like pudding and just anything that I could actually manage to eat comfortably. So there wasn't much of a grocery haul to share, and I wasn't the one going and getting anything. And yeah, I couldn't talk. So it is Tuesday. I am on my lunch break. It's a little after 12, and I just pulled into Kroger. So I am going to run in and go hurry and get these groceries on my lunch break. And when I get home, I will give you guys a haul. All right, like I said, I did this on my lunch break. So I've got to hurry up and get back to work. Gonna make this quick. We've got some turkey breast, a little bit of ground beef, some chicken, garlic knots, butter, shredded cheddar. Instead of doing the giant party pails, we've been mixing it up so that we can get some other flavors. So we've got orange cream, and on the bottom is Neapolitan, potatoes, 4 cans of green beans, 3 cans of chicken noodle soup, 2 cans of tomato soup, some turkey gravy. We like to shred up the turkey breast, just deli meat, and put it in the turkey gravy in like a dish and just heat that up, and then put it over top of mashed potatoes. It's just like a quick little meal on a cold day. Then I've got 2 cream of celery, 2 cream of mushroom, not sure which is which. 4 of the kickstarts for Mark, some milk. My favorite thing this time of year, Christmas tree cake snack cakes, some bread, chocolate chip cookies, and eggs. I hope you guys enjoyed the grocery haul today. I apologize for disappearing there for a while. I would love to say like, oh, I'm back, get ready for weekly videos. I don't know. Life's busy, life's hectic, it's crazy. It feels like we always have stuff going on. I work from home every other week, so maybe on those weeks when I'm working from home, like today, I can go on my lunch break and get groceries and give you guys a haul. It takes up my entire lunch break, so that's the only downside of it. But I mean, I guess it's a good trade-off for, being able to actually do the grocery hauls, just because realistically I'm not I'm not going to be able to do them most of the time, probably after work. Number one, my husband will be home. Sometimes his friends come over. It gets dark at like 5:30, so there's no natural light. It's not the most convenient thing, but I'm just gonna kind of see how it goes, and maybe I'll try to fill in with some other videos. To be quite honest with you, it's just a lot. I know I'm not the only one who has multiple things going on, and I'm sure there are plenty of people that are just as busy as I am that are able to make the time to do videos. But I mean, I have a full-time job. Like I said, half of the time I'm home and half of the time I'm in office. I also have a small business, so some weeks are crazier than others if I have some big projects going on, or work to do with that. It takes up a lot of my time. I have a husband, a dog, we like to spend time together and go do things, take the dog out, whatever that may be. I also have horses, so I rodeo on the weekends, and in the winter we still ride at least a couple times a month on average. Like, we'll go 2 or 3 weekends, sometimes more, sometimes less, just depends. Like right now with the holidays, it's a little bit less. When we get around to beginning of the year, we'll have more weekends where we have shows at like local indoor arenas. So on top of running, I have to take care of them. I have to go out and clean stalls and feed and all of that kind of stuff. I try to go out and ride at least once a week if I can, which is like nothing. I used to ride almost every day, but when you become an adult and you have a house to take care of and a husband and full-time work and a part-time job or small business or whatever you want to call it, when you have all these responsibilities, certain things get put to the side, even if you don't want to put them to the side. So I don't ride near as much as I would like to. I'd like to try to work on being able to do that more, growing my small business, excelling at work, spending time with my husband. There's a lot to life, and especially I feel like life at this stage I'm in. I'm in my early 30s, and we have a lot of friends with kids and friends getting married, and there's just always something going on. There's always a lot going on. This is a fun little hobby. Like, I enjoy it. I like making the videos. I love when I get comments on them. It's so fun to me that like there could be somebody who's on a completely different side of the country, some maybe not even in the same country, who might stumble along my video and be compelled to comment, or see something that they think is really neat and they want to let me know, like, oh wow, we don't have that here, we don't do that here, do you buy this, what do you think of that? Like, those comments are so cool, and I love the feeling of getting to like know other people, like people I don't know in my real life, but who still have similar interests or like the same kind of videos I do, if it's even just as simple as that. So I love doing this. I'm having a really good time doing it. I'd like to do more. I just don't know how realistic that is right now. So I'm going to upload when I can. If I can't, then I can't. And I just have to be okay with that, which I'm very type A, so I'm not okay with that, but I just have to be realistic. So I hope you guys will stick along for the ride. watch the videos when I'm able to get them put up. I would love it if you would comment. I love talking to anyone that's willing to comment on my videos. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the haul and me being super chatty today, because I haven't talked to you guys in a while. And as always, I hope you have a good day.